Yo, chat, yo, YouTube, yo, family. You know what I'm saying? As y'all can see from the not the thumbnail. As y'all can see from the title, hey, why everyone is wrong about Alabama? Come on now. Come on now. We finna see what my boy JD got to say, because I ain't gonna lie, bro. Y'all already know, bro. Y'all already know he finna speak them facts, nigga. He finna speak them facts. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. We are still here. Alabama is still here. We are here to stay. We ain't going nowhere. With Nick Saban or without Nick Saban, Bama gonna be Bama. Now, don't get me wrong. With Nick Saban, of course we'll be way, 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 way better. That's the greatest coach of. That's the greatest football college. That's the greatest college football coach of all time. But what I'm trying to tell y'all is, Kalen DeBoer is not a bad coach. He's actually the best option for us. Then we got my boy Ryan Grubb, and bro, Kalen DeBoer just went to the Natty like what 2 years ago, bro, something like that. Nigga just took Washington to the Natty. Come on now. I'm gonna leave it at that though. I'm gonna leave it at that. Make sure y'all like, comment, sub, book. I'm gonna see what my boy JD got to say. I'm gonna try not to pause the junk, cause you know what I'm saying. I get a little rowdy about my road tie, you know. Nigga get a little rowdy. Hey, anybody say anything bad about my road tie, just know it's up in the air, nigga. We got smoke. Straight like that. Straight like that. Everybody K, nigga. LSU K, Texas K, Ohio State K, you know what I'm saying? Oregon K, Michigan K, Florida K, everybody K, nigga. Ain't nobody safe. For sure Georgia K. For sure Georgia K. Ain't nobody safe.
So this is
Auburn K, Oklahoma K, Vanderbilt K, Tennessee K, everybody K.
Alabama is down right now because last year they went 9-3. 9-3 in the Nick Saban era is like, oh my gosh, what happened? Did they lose half their roster? How in the
standard's
world
still here though.
did
The
Alabama
standard's
go
still here
9-3?
though.
It's kind of like to me. I think about Bama in this way: whenever you're like out for a jog and you see someone on the side of the road like taking a knee, you're like, oh my gosh, are they hurt? Are they have an asthma attack? Are they short of breath? Like what happened? They pushed themselves too far, pull a muscle. People think that's Bama right now. In reality, Bama's just on their knee because they're tying their shoe. Bama's just resetting here, y'all.
We coming.
Bama is just getting back to being able to get to their expectations, their standards.
I'm telling you, bro.
I keep saying this. They're just getting settled. Is what I think Alabama is.
We finna run this shit right back up. Niggas finna be right back time out us.
You know, the Nick Saban era, but
come on
I
now.
don't really think they're down. The talent is still creme de la creme. They still, I think, have one of the better staffs in college football. Still have one of the best coaches in college football. Kalen DeBoer. I mean, people forget what 2 years removed from playing for a national championship at Washington. All right, so like they're going to be okay. People want to
niggas know.
Just in general, we're a very instant gratification kind of society. People
niggas
want
know.
to view the Kalen DeBoer experience at Alabama like it's some Netflix series. Like,
niggas
oh, man,
know.
One season, that must be all of it. No, you can't just binge the Kalen DeBoer saga at Alabama. You don't know how it's going to end after one season. It's one season. It's more Apple TV Severance.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to give this man some time, bro.
You enjoy it. You see what happens from there. That's the kind of thing that I think we should view Alabama as. Like Alabama under Kalen DeBoer, they're nowhere near a finished product. Nowhere near what they're going to be here.
Man, it's an offensive genius.
Like Kalen DeBoer, again, he's a good football coach. Has proven he's a good recruiter. So you say, JD, that's great, but again, results are the results, man.
Y'all just know what y'all got coming, bro.
Numbers don't lie. 9-3, that ain't gonna cut it at Bama. I hear you. I totally hear you.
Yeah, we
but
hear you.
Wouldn't it make sense if you're going from one coach in Nick Saban who operates one
and
way,
he had Nick Saban players.
For it to take some time for them to totally get acclimated as a football
That's
team.
what I'm saying, bro. Kalen DeBoer had majority of Nick Saban players, bro. Like, y'all got to give this man time. Give him time, bro. Let his own recruits come in. Let him rebuild. Let him do him. Trust the process. I'm telling y'all, bro. We finna be right back up here where Nick Saban left us at. We ain't going nowhere. So, you know what I'm saying? How y'all was just scared of Alabama when Nick Saban was the coach. But nigga, get scared again. Because guess what? We coming. We gonna come. We gonna come to your crib. We gonna handle business. Y'all gonna come to us. We gonna handle business. We finna be right back in the contenders talk, like for the Natties. We finna be another playoff contender. You know what I'm saying? We finna be going back-to-back Natties. We finna be winning back-to-back again. We finna have the Heisman's coming again. Like, come on, bro. Trust the process. Trust it.
team, whether it be
Trust it.
the evening out of a roster with guys that are going to be there long term and commit to Kalen DeBoer versus guys that were kind of hanging on because they committed to Saban and wanted to see what DeBoer was about. Like whenever you switch bosses,
Just
and
wait
different
it
styles,
out,
doesn't it
bro.
take the office a second to kind of figure out how they're going to do things? Like one guy's yelling at you whenever you miss an expense report, the other guy's bringing in donuts on Friday. You might do your job differently. It might take a second for everyone to totally figure out what the new normal is. And both are good coaches. It's just a matter of which gets the results that you want. Now, the tricky part for Bama is I think that there is the pivot away from Nick Saban, which is going to force, I think, a calibration of expectations because nobody's Nick Saban. Nobody's going to do what Nick Saban did.
Nobody. And y'all got to stop saying that. Y'all got to stop saying that. Please, y'all just heard bro say that. It's not going to never be another Nick Saban. Please stop saying that Kirby Smart is the next Nick Saban. Stop saying that, bro. Y'all gotta stop saying that, bro. It will never be another Nick Saban. Nick Saban taught everything that Kirby know. Nick Saban taught him. I ain't gonna say everything, but word, bro. He came from under Saban, bro. Lane Kiffin, all them folks start. All them boys came from Nick, bro. They came from Nick. Nick put them boys on game, bro. I'm telling y'all. But don't get me wrong, they'll still be a good coach, I think, without Nick. But I'm just saying, bro. Like, being under Nick was, like, one of the best things that could have happened to them because, like, it's just so much you can learn from the greatest coach of all time. Kirby is a good coach. He be doing his thing at Georgia. He going to keep doing his thing. I just don't see Kirby being another Nick. Why is this Nick in my room? But I just don't see him being another Nick, bro. It'll never be another Nick. Kirby going to continue to be good and do what he do, but it'll just never be another Nick, bro. Never.
But that is married with the place we are right now in college football, where I think winning a national championship has never actually been harder based on the track you have to take to get there.
It is.
Have to win more games in the playoffs.
Then the NIL is crazy.
Longer. Have to also, by the way, deal with portal, which is hurting your
portal is crazy.
Have to deal with NIL, which is causing
crazy
player mobility and guys leaving and coming and going and all that. Like it's the most difficult time I think currently in college football to win a national title. And so at Alabama, when that's your standard, that's your expectation. I'm not saying you're wrong for having that expectation, but I do think we need to maybe understand that things are going to be different now than when they were when Nick Saban was here. Not saying you want to win national championships, but if your expectation is if he doesn't win a national championship in the next 2 years, this guy's the worst, that's not the case. That's not fair, that's not true, and that's not actually, I think, a proper way to get Alabama.
This.
So to put a
we winning this year.
The perception
I know if we winning this year.
I don't see that at all. I think Kalen DeBoer is still getting his roster intact. I still think he is getting his culture intact. And I would expect Bama to be a much improved operation from 2024 to 2025. I think from 2025 and beyond, they're going to be great shape.
We are.
Like the future at Alabama is what Keelan Russell and whoever Kalen DeBoer attracts at quarterback. I'll sign up for that. That makes sense to me. I'm cool with that. Plus the recruiting apparatus that is the Alabama logo, plus Kalen DeBoer and that staff, plus Courtney Morgan. Like, okay, we can make that happen. In 2025, I am probably let me know you have a real dude at quarterback away from picking Alabama to be in the playoffs.
Watch.
So
I ain't going to speak on Jalen Milroe too much. But, nigga, just watch.
Reason why I feel that way, I mean, you had Jalen Milroe last year, who was great at times, but very inconsistent. When Jalen Milroe was on, Alabama was phenomenal. Alabama was one of the best teams in college.
This nigga hitting it right on the spot. When Jalen Milroe was on, Alabama looked like the best team in the country. I kid y'all not. This nigga, when Jalen Milroe was on and not being that mildew, when he was not being like terrible, and he was like accurate, making the right reads, nigga, the offense was there. It's just Jalen was tripping some games, bro. If Jalen wasn't tripping, we'll be in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? We'll be competing for a natty. We'll be in the natty. Our defense was, nigga. Our defense was him at the end of the season. All we needed was Jalen. That's all we needed. Y'all finna see, though. Y'all finna see with Ty and Keelan. Y'all finna see, bro.
It was
telling y'all, bro. Y'all saw that first half of the Georgia game.
Like even a kind word to use, but it was bad.
Y'all gonna see.
Not a great football team when Jalen Milroe was not on his game. And you can say that for most places across college football, if the quarterback's off, the team's off. But
Nah, it's different from
I
us,
really
bro.
think
It's
now more
different.
than ever at Alabama, they
Like,
have a
that shit was
quarterback
like
room.
4K.
And that's okay. That's where college football is headed. But if you can tell me Ty Simpson's going to be a dude for us in 2025,
He is.
okay, then you're probably going to be in that conversation to go
He
win
is.
10+ games, be in the discussion for
Undefeated.
Atlanta, but
Stop
definitely be in
saying
college
10
football.
plus, man. Undefeated.
You get Kalen DeBoer and that team in the playoff, all bets are off. So we'll see what happens
Undefeated,
there.
bro.
But the perception of Bama's down.
Hey, bro, enough said, bro. I'm finna end this video. Enough said. Enough said, G. I ain't gonna lie. Enough said, bro. Hey, y'all gonna see hold me to that. Bama for the netty this year, bro. Watch.